Hey, you guys. So, I started a movement a couple of months back called Fan of Life. And I really didn't touch much on it in the first video that I made. I don't even know if I'm going to keep that video. But for those of you who know a little bit about it, and for those of you this is your first time hearing anything about it, I wanted to explain what it is and explain where I'm at with it. Fan of Life originally started because I like to think of myself as a pretty optimistic person and a fan of life. And I also happen to be a fan of a lot of celebrities. And being from New York, I get to see a lot of them a lot of the time. And sometimes, it's free shows right in New York City, so they're pretty accessible. And I've actually gotten the chance to meet a lot of them. And even just watching the news, you get to know a lot about celebrities. You see what the news does to a lot of them as far as, reputations and stuff. And I've always tried to treat celebrities with a lot of respect and just like people. Because at the end of the day, that's what they are. You might like their music, like their movies, like whatever it is that they do, but they're people. And for me, if I don't like you as a person, I'm not going to support your craft. So I started this movement to really support and lift up celebrities that are either going through a hard time, have triumphed through hard times, or just need a place to really connect back with themselves and realize that there are people out there who do realize that they are people, that will have enough respect for them if they are going through a hard time to just send love, not hate, to back off, give them the space that they need. If they decided tomorrow to call off their career because they needed time for themselves or their families, that there are people that would understand. I feel like there's so much unnecessary pressure in the Hollywood bubble. And if I can do anything as a fan in general to ease that, I want to. There's so much stigma against Hollywood. There's so much addiction surrounding it. There's so many fake people within that bubble. I would love to recreate it if I can. And I know that this is like, who is this bitch thinking that she could do all this? Even if I could make one celebrity's hour by realizing that they're not just a celebrity. I hate that word. They're a human being. They're allowed to have a shitty day. They're allowed to not be perfect, to reach out for help if and when they need it. There's so much pressure to be a role model, or so much pressure to keep going and going and going and not stop. And it's because of the demand, too. If you take a break in Hollywood, there's always that chance that the fans won't be there, which in turn means your paycheck isn't there, because that's, at the end of the day, it's a career. Even if it's your passion, that's part of what stinks about the whole thing. You work hard and nobody realizes that you become this overnight sensation in a lot of people's eyes, even though you worked your ass off for so many years. Then your entire life changes, and all you're looking for is to escape back to that private life. Some celebrities don't even know who they are anymore when they make it that big, because they're looking at what everybody else expects them to be. And it kills me that we've lost so many to addiction, to suicide. You know, as some of you might know, I lost my brother to suicide in 2015. He had a history of addiction. And I think that's what's finally propelling me to do this. I've been a fan of a lot of people for many years. This is probably something I'm destined to be doing, but I'm just getting started with it now. So, if anybody would like to be a part of this movement, I don't have a website yet, but I do have all the social media up and running. I have a Facebook page, a Twitter page, an Instagram page, and I just made a Tumblr page. So I'm going to put all the links to that in the description. Please join me in this. I'm going to be highlighting a different person each week, a different quote-unquote celebrity each week. I believe Miley Cyrus is next. So check out all of the social media. Please share this. And let's make it cool in Hollywood to be genuinely happy and healthy for yourself, not for everybody else. Okay? Can we do that? I hope so, because even if I had to do this by myself, I will. So, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I have a ton of other ones. And I hope to see you guys at some or all of the new social media pages for Fan of Life. Thanks.